Welcome to our virtual tasting with Wildcrafted Wines. I'm excited that you guys are here. I have a couple of very special guests to introduce to you today. Number one, Laura and Terry. They are proprietors of Wildcrafted Wines. They've lived in Napa Valley for 30 years. They've established great relationships as they search California and Oregon wine regions for exceptional, hidden, and dedicated producers. Their wines are small production, many handcrafted by multi-generational families devoted to preserving their legacy, or winemakers and vintners dedicated to sustainable and organic farming. The winemakers and chefs that they work with are artisans producing new wines or famous winemakers working on independent projects. Laura is a member of the prestigious Circle of Wine Writers based in London. So we are going to welcome Terry and Laura. Hello. They've got their wine ready. Our special guest today is our featured winemaker. It is Christine Barbe. Christine's training began in France with a doctoral from Bordeaux Institute of Enology. She was making Sauvignon Blanc in the French style with very little oak. That comes easily with her experience in growing grapes and tasting for perfect ripeness. Her techniques allows the wine to develop a roundness and texture. Welcome, Christine.
Hello.
Hello. So tell me a little bit more about your winemaking style and your philosophy around winemaking.
Well, I'm trying to make wine that I like to drink, and I like to pair the wine with food. So I love Sauvignon Blanc. And when I came to the US, I didn't find any Sauvignon Blanc that I would like. So I tried to look at the fruit, the different vineyard, and test the fruit, and try to make it the way I like it. And it's pretty much what I'm doing. It's like cooking. So you pick up the fruit when you think the ripeness is fine for the product you want, because everything comes from the fruit. So when you test in September or end of August, beginning of September, when you test the Sauvignon Blanc in the vineyard, you could test in your mouth this guava, passion fruit flavor. And what you taste, it's what you will have in the final wine. If you protect the fruit from oxidation during the entire process. That's why I use little recipe that I learned a long time ago in France.
Oh, very nice. That sounds delicious. I love the idea of, that's how these beautiful wines are being made, with amazing grapes in the vineyard, and like you said, knowing exactly when to pick, finding the right grapes for that wine so that it's just exactly what you want it to be. What is the wine, by the way, that we are tasting today?
So today you are testing the Sauvignon Blanc that I made under the label Toquade. It's a vineyard in Yountville, California, Napa, around Napa. And it's the year 2019, which was a very wet winter in 2019. So we had a good potential to start the vintage. It's not the same this year because we are praying for more rain.
Yes.
But in 2018, we had a lot of rain. It rained until May. So it's pretty good for white variety. And what we test, it's a Sauvignon Blanc, which is 3 years, and test like guava, a little bit of lemon, some passion fruit, and in mouth it's quite crispy, and you have all this flavor also in mouth, which stay until you swallow and after you swallow. So it's pretty much what I like.
So let's see. You talked about doing the pairings. That's your favorite thing. What is your favorite thing to pair with this wine?
You could pair seafood, oyster, ceviche, but also some Asian food like curry, So you could drink that in summer with seafood, but also in winter with a curry, a warm curry. So I drink that all year long.
I agree. I agree. I like the Sauvignon Blanc year round too. So, how many cases of that particular wine did you produce?
Around 300 cases.
So
So
very,
it's very small.
very small. Yes. So that's yummy. So Laura, you're familiar with this wine, yeah?
So, having lived in Yountville for 20 years, it was odd to us that we had never heard of this wine. And thank goodness that we met Christine and found out about this wine basically in our backyard. But the name Christine Toquade, tell us what that means and how that came about, because it's really lovely.
A toquade, in English, it's infatuation. It's something you really, really want, but it doesn't really make sense to have it, but you want it, so you will get it. It's a toquade.
So you are infatuated with this wine, basically.
Yes.
Passionate.
Passionate,
Yes.
yes. Passionate, absolutely. Now, are you making other wines as well? Other varietals?
I make other wine for different people. And so in Napa Valley, we have Sauvignon Blanc, but we have also some Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Tempranillo, Petite Syrah, and another variety of white, which is Verdelho, that we
Yes.
have on one vineyard. So it's pretty much like a Sauvignon Blanc. Voilà.
Well, go,
Christine,
go ahead.
when
Go ahead.
you came here, um, tell us about I know that you worked for some very high profile wineries before you went to do these smaller projects. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, in France, I was doing some research. So I have a PhD in enology and viticulture, and I learn also to make wine. And so when I came here, I worked for Gallo as a research and development for them. I worked 4 years. And then I worked for Mondavi in Napa Valley, also research and development, mostly in the vineyard because everything starts in the vineyard. And we work a lot on irrigation and how to enhance the vineyard to produce better quality fruit. And I also work for Trinchero as a research and development also. And in 2006, I decided to start my own project, Toquade, and met other people who wanted me to make wine for them. So it's how I started. I moved from large corporation to small project.
So I love it that I mean, you have some pretty technical like skills in your background I mean,
Yes.
that's why you're making such amazing wines is you have those technical skills and you know about what's going on in the vineyard. So I think that is just amazing.
It's the perspective, it's the knowledge. We really look forward to introducing Christine to our customers because of that perspective, that international perspective we don't get, and that depth of knowledge. And the wine itself, the Sauvignon Blanc, the Toquade, well, the first time I tasted it, for me, I love a really full mouth feel of a wine, and to get that in the Sauvignon Blanc was incredible. I don't know how she did it, but I was just so impressed with that, and I believe our guests and customers will be as well. So welcome. We look forward to continuing this relationship.
Excellent. Okay, the Toquade that's now on my list. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Christine, for being with us, and
Thank
we're
you.
gonna have you with us. Hopefully, get you on another virtual call soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Enjoy.
Cheers.
Ah, cheers. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.